You say free radicals, antioxidants, and give it all these names. All we're talking about is how melanin reacts and acts on a chemical. But the objective in science is never to use the word melanin. Never. Now, there are certain things that are done in your body, such as reproduction, that's mostly mediated by melanin. It's the ability of the sperm to transport a black dot, and that black dot is melanin. And once that black dot strikes the egg, electrical spark goes off very high and causes a spin inside of the egg, so the egg and the sperm can be on the same frequency. But we don't want to tell you those things, not in science. We don't tell you that lightning starts from the earth and goes up. You think lightning comes from the sky. All the metals on the earth. Metal conducts electricity. The electricity starts from the earth and goes up to the sky. And when you see it meeting its male or female component, a spark goes off of harmony. And you say, oh, the lightning strikes me. No, the earth struck you. You were struck by the earth. But we are educated backwards, so we can't understand the process of what's going on. Because nobody wants an intelligent black person. That's a dangerous black person. We want you to be as stupid as possible and practice being stupid on each other. Some people call it love. It's just two morons together. So we're trying to understand what is this biochemical thing called melanin, why are people talking about it, and all that sort of rut. But we're talking about it because that's the only thing in your body worth studying. That's the only way the chemical acts. That's the only way a vitamin or a mineral acts. It's called melanin. That's what harmonizes them together. That's why we study elements. Elements in science are called oxygen, nitrogen, ammonia, calcium, magnesium, potassium, mercury. We call those elements. And these elements are unified and dispersed by something called melanin. We have three major behaviors that a substance such as melanin, or yourself, because you're a collection of elements, oxygen, calcium, magnesium. So it's three major behaviors you can have. You can either join together in harmony, which we call synthesis, synchronized harmony. You can join together in harmony, which we call synthesis. Or you can join together and decompose each other, which we call decomposition. What are those two behaviors I just named? Can anybody repeat that? I don't hear you. Decomposition. They're listening. And the third behavior, of course, is displacement. Which means if I don't like you and I come in the room, you stay in that place and I'm going to stay in this place. That's displacement. Those are the three behaviors that an element can have. And those behaviors are given birth by something called melanin. Melanin comes in various forms. It comes in a gas form, a liquid form, and a solid form. The only form we're talking about in European chemistry is the solid form, because we only deal with things we can measure and weigh, which we call objective measurements. We deal with objects. Subjective measurements we don't deal with, because that's something you got to feel. You got to feel this is all right. You got to feel that this person is okay. That's a melanin thing, because the more melanin you have, the more psychic you are. The more melanin you have, the more spiritual you are. The more melanin you have, the more intelligent you are. The more melanin you have, the more human you are. That's why we gauge human beings by that. It's a humanizing chemical. The people with the least amount of melanin are the Europeans, the Caucasians, the white people, the melanin challenged people. They have the least amount by their definition. Now let's just take this melanin journey. I told you it's carried by the sperm, and it unites with the egg, and it causes two different spins to occur. We're just going to follow this melanin through this whole journey in life to find out how our journey is going to be dictated.